So we discussed in last session about the thermocouple and different Seebeck effect, Peltier effect, and Thomson effect also. Now let us discuss about the last bit, bimetal. Now like thermocouple, couple means two, bi means also two. But here different word is used because thermometal, if a word could have been thermometal and thermocouple. In thermocouple also two metals are used. So difference has to be there. So here word bi is used. Bi means two and metals. So like a thermocouple, bimetals also have two metals. So you can just see a pair is made up of two metals. Now different metals, not the same. Like I have shown you in the last video that if a thermocouple will be made up of same wire, then no EMF will be produced. Okay. So here also the two metals should have different characteristics. Then only it will constitute as bimetal. And you might have seen this bimetal in the iron press, electric press. Okay, it is used for the automatic temperature control. Bimetals are used for automatic temperature control. So these two metals are brass together or welded together or pivoted together. Okay. So suppose this is a brass and this is the steel. In normal atmosphere or normal temperature, these two metals will be just like this, straight, brass and steel. But when you heat it, suppose in iron you are using this bimetal. So when you heat it, the length of the metals will increase. You know, whenever temperature is increased, expansion happens. Material expands. And when you will make a temperature less, when you will cool it, it will contract. So heating expands the metals, and when cooling it contracts the metal. Now two metals required should be such a way that their thermal expansion should be different. Okay, expansion means suppose I will just change temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. So how much length will increase? Means expansion will take place. The expansion of brass should be different than steel. Means one metal should have good expansion or good coefficient of expansion, and another material should have less expansion coefficient. So here in brass and steel you can understand brass will expand more and steel will expand more due to its melting point or temperature stability. Okay, so expansion of brass will be more and expansion of steel will be less. So that is what we just require. Two metals should have different expansion coefficient. Then only they will constitute as bimetallic strips. So you can define and you can describe bimetals. Okay. So these bimetals you can just see when it will expand certain in normal atmosphere. This will be the construction. But when heating will be there, then one metal will expand and it will open the contact. Okay, so circuit will open as this will expand in this direction. Here contact is there, this circuit is closed. Suppose wiring circuit is here, it is closed, but when it one metal will expand, the connections will be open. So this is how bimetal will be used for temperature control, automatic temperature control. So here alpha L is shown. Metal having large value of alpha L. Alpha means expansion coefficient. Okay. Then this is alpha L is different. So that is about the bimetal. So bimetal or thermostatic metal. It is also called as thermostat. Okay. Automatic temperature control. Thermostat is used. And in thermostat, bimetal is there. So thermostat metal is a sheet. It will be sheet or strip of two or more composites. Sometimes third material is also used. Okay. So it is two or more composite materials having different coefficient of linear thermal expansion. Different coefficient of expansion. Bonded means joined by riveting. I will show you in video riveting, brazing or welding. How you will join that two metals. Okay. By riveting, brazing or welding. And the material with larger coefficient of expansion. Coefficient C, thermal expansion. Okay. So coefficient of thermal expansion. Ct is considered as the active. So metal which is having larger coefficient of expansion is called as active component. and that of smaller city is the passive component. So brass and steel, I told you, steel is passive component and brass is active component. So the active component usually has alloys of iron, manganese, nickel, chrome. So you can remember this active component means iron, manganese, nickel, chrome. Whereas in passive side, invar is used, an iron nickel alloy containing 36% of nickel is used. So which metals are used for bimetal? Which metals are used for thermocouple? Remember that some bimetals include a third layer of copper or nickel in between two active and passive. So you have seen the combination of active and passive, but in between that third layer is also used made up of copper and copper or nickel in order to increase thermal conductivity and decrease materials electrical resistivity. What are the properties of bimetal? So bimetals work with the propensity of metals to expand when heated and contract when cooled. Important property of bimetal is it gets heat. It is expanded when heated and when it is cooled, it gets contracted. Okay. So the resulting change of curvature, I have shown you bending or curvature. Some metal will bend like this, some material will just curvature will be like this. Different coefficient of expansion will change the material in different directions. Okay. So resulting change of curvature or bending in response to temperature change is a fundamental property of thermostatic bimetals. See, here this is shown in this direction. But another material will bend in another direction also. Okay. So curvature or the expansion. So if temperature change is there, it is converted into mechanical displacement. How? Because you are heating, when iron is used, you are heating that bimetal, and that bimetal, when it is heated, expansion occurs, means mechanical displacement is occurring, and that make the contact open circuit open. Then your iron is open and heating, further heating is stopped. Okay. But when it is cooled down, again it will be going to its back original position. See here, when heated it will expand, circuit will open, but now after 5 minutes again temperature is cooled down because iron is stopped now for heating. So when it will be cooled down, again it will reverse in the another direction. Is it is expansion, but contraction will happen and it will go into its original position. See, so again circuit will be closed, contact will be closed. So like that it is operating. So the behavior of bimetal is predictable and repeatable. So many times you heat the iron, you can see so many times your circuit will be automatically controlled. So it is just reliability is very good because you can have repeated operations and predictability is good. The components used for bimetals are selected for their temperature characteristics as well as thermal conductivity, stability, strength, workability, and electrical properties. Now, see, you have seen one metal should have good temperature the expansion, another expansion should be less. So, this is thermal characteristics and thermal conductivity because they carry the heat and therefore they get heated. So, thermal conductivity is also important. Stability because see, you are heating that material, and if material is not stable, then melting of that strip will happen. What is the use? Mechanical strength should be also good, workability should be good, electrical properties also are important because you are passing the current through that and therefore it gets heated. Okay, so let us watch more about the bimetal so that you can, when you will imagine, you can understand. चलो, इमीडिएट आना है आपको ज्वाइनिंग को लैब में जाने के लिए फटाफट. Monday we are expecting all students in the college. See, riveting is shown. So with the rivet, that riveting is shown. So here it's very, see riveting. You can open old iron, you can see that. So how two metals are joined? So that was just I wanted to show you about the riveting. So interesting. You could understand now that how the two metals are riveted. Okay. No, just these are about the experiments. So that is about the bimetal applications of bimetals. It is used for the atomic temperature control wherever you want in oven or in iron. It is used. So here we have complete